The group stage is over. Finito. El fin. The end for the group stage. And now we have the round of 32. But first, let's see how my group predictions did. And I think I'm cooked. Mexico wasn't much of a surprise topping them. I did predict them going through. Winning all 3 games was very, was very realistic. Now the rest was a different story. I put Czechia second, South Korea third, and South Africa fourth. Now after the first game, I thought South Korea was going to be second place, hands down. But they decided to fumble, bruh. Like, why did you fumble, bruh? I fell in love with your team, bruh. I even bought a South Korean shirt, bruh. Now when they come in, I'm gonna be like, they were cool, I guess. Yeah, so South Korea ended up in third, but not qualifying. Shameful. Mexico and South Korea, right? Czechia ended up being in last place. South Africa in second. I'm not gonna lie, South Africa, you proved me wrong. Because after that first game against Mexico, you weren't looking like it. You weren't looking good, bro. You really weren't. But y'all turned it around and got your second place. Crazy. Crazy. Czechia, big disappointment. A very big disappointment in my opinion. They were up in 2 games. Lost the lead on both. Shameful, but got 2 out of 4 there. Let's move on to Group B. Switzerland, I thought they were going to top it. And then Qatar, it was pretty fair to say they were going to be last. But Bosnia and Canada is where I got wrong. But close enough in my opinion. I think this group was pretty predictable for the most part. And Switzerland, Canada was in second. And Bosnia third. So those 3 qualified to the next round. Now Group C, oh my gosh. Every position I guess wrong. Why? I don't know, man. I think I was going too hard for Morocco, maybe. But they did, have the same points as Brazil, but just Brazil, scoring more goals than them. And then Haiti with a valiant effort. I fell in love watching Haiti. I was actually at the Morocco versus Haiti game. Here's some, quick footage. But yeah, that game was crazy. IT scored bangers that game. But Morocco was a little bit too much at the end of the day. And Scotland had a sus, just a sus World Cup, man. They shouldn't have beat IT, to be fair. But, Brazil ended up in first, Morocco second, Scotland third, and Haiti fourth. So only Morocco and Brazil went on to the next round. Now, Group D, we had the United States. We guessed that one right. And that's it. And that was pretty much it. Turkey was the big disappointment here. They beat the U.S. in the last game, but it didn't matter. That was more so for honor. Not go back to Turkey empty-handed. Australia, I believe, was second. Let's double check here. Group D. Yep. Australia second, Paraguay third, Turkey fourth. So yeah, US, Australia, Paraguay, they went through to the next round. Group E, only got two right, the first and the fourth. Germany, you know, they handled business for the most part. That last game against Ecuador, they've already qualified. Not much to lose, so they started subbing out their starters, and that gave Ecuador the much needed momentum or direction for that game, for them to score that final goal that they needed to get to the next round. Cote d'Ivoire, Ivory Coast, were handling business out here, man. I was very impressed by their performances, even against Germany. It was a real close game. And Curaçao, I think everybody fell in love with Curaçao when they were 1-1 versus Germany in the first group opener for their group. Those were, I had the chills watching that, and then, you know, we know how that ended up, 7-1 loss. But they got a point against Ecuador, a good Ecuador side. They got a point and lost, what was it, 2-0 against Ivory Coast. So we had Germany, Ecuador, and Ivory Coast go through. Group F was probably one of the few groups I guessed everything correctly here. So I do know some ball. So Netherlands first, Japan second, Sweden third, and Tunisia fourth. Not much else to say here. Good job to me. Group G, Belgium, you know, topped the group unconvincingly. Oh my gosh, like, Belgium, you might get knocked out in the next round. You just might. Iran, that last game between Iran and Egypt, where Iran thought they scored a game winner in the last minute, but VAR checked it and it was offside. Oh, heartbreaking for them. Egypt impressed. And New Zealand, we pretty much guessed they were going to be last, but they did have some fun games in there with, against Egypt and Iran. Those were fun games. So Belgium, Egypt, they went through to the next round. Group H, another group, I guess everything correctly. Spain, Cape Verde. I told you, don't sleep on Cape Verde. I knew a little something. Give me credit. Where's my flowers? Uruguay, disappointing, and Saudi Arabia fourth. Uruguay. What can we speak about these guys? Shameful, man. Dang. But yeah, we only Spain and Cape Verde qualified. Group I, back-to-back groups that I guess right. France, Norway, Senegal, and Iraq. I had fun watching Iraq versus Norway. And then Iraq, yeah, they kind of lost the way. They kind of lost their way with France and Senegal. And Senegal made it by just sheer goals. 5-0 against Iraq was enough for them to go through. So yeah, it's France, Norway, and Senegal to the next round of 32. Group J, only 2 of 4. Argentina and Jordan being last. Algeria and Austria. I just finished watching that game not that long ago. What a crazy game. Iran thought they were in like so many times in this game, but Austria with a last second equalizer to make it 3-3. What a good game to watch. So basically Argentina, Austria, and Algeria go through to the next round. Group K, got the bottom 2 right, but not the top 2. Portugal and Colombia tied in points, but Colombia, no. Colombia actually, handled their business. 2 wins, 1 draw. And Portugal only had 1 win and 2 draws. I don't know. We're going to find out if they're really about it in the next round. Colombia, Portugal, and Congo qualified. Shout out Congo. Group L, I caught the biggest L here. Every position was wrong for me. I thought Croatia had something for England, and that was a good game, but they didn't have enough. England topped the group. Croatia became got second. Ghana got third, and Panama got fourth. Fortunate for Panama, but they were pretty competitive in all 3 games. So there's growth there in Panama. So now that we briefly spoke about the groups, who's ready to guess the knockout stage? Listen, man, it's 1:34 right now at time of recording. So my mind might be a little foggy, but we're gonna guess it right now because I love the game. I love this game. I love the hustle. Comment if you know what movie that's from. My injuries, I guess. Let's make our knockout round picks. Oh, I'm scared. First, we got Germany, Paraguay. We're gonna just think logically here. I may go with my heart here and there, but mostly we're gonna be thinking with this guy up here. All right, even though I want Paraguay to beat Germany, Germany's gonna go through. And we got France, Sweden. France, easy. That's easy money. South Africa, Canada. That's the first game of the knockout stage. This is gonna go. I think this is gonna go extra time, PKs. Who's gonna win though? I have a feeling South Africa might do it though, bro. But what South Africa? I mean, yeah. You know what? I think South Africa has the momentum ever since their first loss. They've been getting better and better. And Canada, you know, they lost against Switzerland. Let's go South Africa. Netherlands and Morocco. Oh, this is a tie game. But you know me, man. I'll have Morocco. We're gonna go Morocco, baby. Let's look at the other side of the bracket here. Brazil, Japan. Oh my gosh. Neymar played a few minutes. I didn't watch that game. It was against Scotland. Brazil played Scotland. I didn't watch it. I didn't see how Neymar performed in those few minutes, but I'm pulling for Japan. My heart says Japan. But I think Brazil's going to be a little too much, unfortunately, for the Japanese. I want Japan to win, though. Then we have Ivory Coast and Norway. I know if you've been keeping up with my content that I've been saying, I'm not falling for the Norwegian hype train, and they've been winning. But I still believe that the hype train is gonna shut down sooner than later. Ivory Coast with the upset, baby. Then we got Mexico and Ecuador. You know, you think Mexico wins this easy, but it's not easy at all. Ecuador is a tough side. But they're playing in Mexico. And ultimately, that's what I think is going to get Mexico across that finish line, baby. So, got Mexico winning. It's going to be a tough game, though. Then we got England and Congo. I want Congo, but let's be realistic. It's going to be England. It's going to be England. Oh, whoa. We got more. I forget. There's so many games still to go. I guess let's go over here, guys. Portugal, Croatia. Now, Portugal. Part of me is thinking, bruh, like, I've seen this story before. You play a decent side early and you get knocked out. I'm going to have faith in you. Don't prove me. I'm going to be upset if y'all lose, for real, for real. Y'all have a stacked team. But we're going to go Portugal because we're thinking with this. Spain and Austria, that's easy. Austria didn't really look convincing to me at all in the group stage. Spain didn't really either, but I think Spain's still the better side. US and Bosnia, I think the US, this should be doable for them. And Belgium, Senegal. Ooh. You know what? Belgium, you've been lacking this group. You've been lacking so far in this World Cup. But Senegal's been looking iffy too. Senegal's been looking iffy too. You know what? We'll go Belgium. That one might bite me in the butt, maybe. All right, now let's go up here. We got Germany and France. Ooh. Round of 16 game, Germany and France? No way, bruh. France. France got too much. Then we have South Africa, Morocco. Morocco's going to get their revenge from, not this recent AFCON, but the one before it, where South Africa eliminated them. Morocco's going to get their revenge. Brazil and Ivory Coast. Brazil getting a little favorable, path here. I got Brazil winning that one. And Mexico and England. They're going to be playing in Mexico there. I got the upset. I got Mexico. I'm going to stick to my guns. Like I said in the beginning, before the World Cup started, I think they're going to have a good run. It's going to be Brazil-Mexico in the quarterfinals. Portugal, Spain. Oh, this is tough. Spain has not looked good. Portugal hasn't looked good either. If we go base it off the last time they played was the Nations League final. Portugal won it in PK, so it's going to be a tight game. But I think Portugal, they're going to manage, I think. US and Belgium. Now, I know I said the US is probably going to flop. But Belgium does not look good. You know what? I think the US crumbles here. I think they crumble, bro. I'm going to say Belgium. That was hard. That was hard to choose, not going to lie. Argentina and Cape Verde. Cape Verde, the dream's over. I'm sorry. Argentina. Australia and Egypt. I can see Australia winning this on some foo-foo. Egypt, I'm backing you, bruh. You better win this one. Then we got Switzerland, Algeria. Algeria have been playing a little bit better, but I think Switzerland is kind of... I think Switzerland are dogs, bruh. I think they got that dog in them. And Colombia, Ghana, Colombia. Colombia all day. Oh, let's get it to the quarterfinals. France, Morocco. I think this is where the Moroccan dream ends, guys. I want Morocco to win this one. I'll be pulling for them. I think France got a little too much, like I say. Portugal, Belgium. Now, Portugal gets away with it. I think we're going to go Portugal. Brazil, Mexico. This depends. Is Neymar fully fit? If Neymar is fully fit, I got Brazil. But if Neymar gets injured, knock on wood again, or he's just not the same. But the thing is, Mexico... This is hard. Mexico usually has Brazil's number, but that was back in the day. Brazil's been beating them lately. I think Brazil. We're going to go with Brazil. That's going to be a tough game if it does happen. Argentina, Egypt, Argentina, Switzerland, Colombia, Colombia. I think Colombia has it. Argentina, Colombia. The rematch, Copa America final rematch. I think Argentina's got it. So our semifinals is going to be France, Portugal, and Brazil, Argentina. Yo, if this is the Final Four, this might be the best World Cup. You know, like this has been really fun. And if these are the last four, fair. That's fair. France, Portugal, Brazil, Argentina. I'm gonna go with the Brazil-Argentina game first. I think Argentina can beat Brazil. France, Portugal. You know what? You're gonna think with this. France. This is gonna be the trilogy, guys. France, Argentina. I have France. I'm sorry. I got France winning it. No. Argentina could easily win it. But can Messi do it all by himself? He low-key could. But France has too much, man. I have to. And France is my winner. I'm sorry. I did it. I know I did it. All right, let's submit this bad boy. We don't think twice about things. Oh, what is it? Total of goals in the knockout round, 31 games. Does not count tie games. Signing BKs does not include the third place game. How many? Bro, there's 31 games. I'm going to say 51. This is what happened, bro. I might be hella wrong. All right. My picks have been submitted. All right, guys, comment below who you think is going to win this World Cup. Or if you want to follow along with me, predict your round of 32 first. I'll still be posting the shorts for each, for each knockout game. So those are coming back. Like, comment, subscribe, show love. Peace.